Do you ever wake up tired even after a full night's sleep? Notice your nails looking a little off lately? Or find yourself forgetting simple things more often than you used to? Most people brush these things off. They blame stress. They blame age. They say, that's just life after 40. But here's what the science says: your body is always communicating with you. And after 40, those signals get louder, because the stakes are higher. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 10 silent signs your body is sending you right now, and what each one actually means at a biological level. Because catching these early could genuinely add years to your life. Stay with me to sign number 7, that one surprises almost everyone. And if you're new here, welcome. Hit subscribe so you don't miss this. We break down longevity science every week in plain English, and this is exactly the kind of video we're known for. Welcome back to Longevity Lab, where we break down the science of living longer and feeling better. Here's the thing about your body after 40, it doesn't just break down. It adapts. It compensates. And when something's off, it sends signals, subtle ones, long before anything becomes a serious problem. The goal today isn't to scare you. It's to arm you with information. Let's get into it. Sign number 1. You're always tired, even after 8 hours of sleep. If you're consistently waking up unrefreshed, this isn't laziness, it's a biological signal. After 40, several things can disrupt sleep quality even when duration looks fine on paper: declining melatonin production, increased cortisol sensitivity, and the early stages of sleep apnea, which affects roughly 1 in 4 adults over 40. At a cellular level, mitochondrial efficiency starts to decline too, meaning your cells are literally producing less energy from the same input. Get your ferritin, thyroid, TSH, and cortisol levels checked. Also ask your doctor about a sleep study if snoring is present. Don't normalize this one. Sign number 2. Your nails have white spots or are brittle. Nails are one of the most underrated diagnostic tools your body has. White spots, called leukonychia, are often dismissed as minor injury, but when they appear repeatedly, they can point to zinc deficiency. Brittle nails that peel or break easily after 40 are commonly linked to low biotin, iron deficiency, or hyperthyroidism. Your nails grow about 3 mm per month, so what you're seeing now reflects your nutritional status from 2 to 3 months ago. Track how often these appear. Ensure you're getting adequate zinc, red meat, pumpkin seeds, legumes, and biotin, eggs, almonds, sweet potato. Persistent cases warrant a thyroid panel. Sign number 3, cracked corners of your mouth. This one gets blamed on dry weather constantly, but if it's recurring and not weather-related, pay attention. Cracked corners of the mouth, called angular cheilitis, are a classic sign of B vitamin deficiency, particularly B2, riboflavin, and B3, niacin. After 40, your gut becomes less efficient at absorbing B vitamins, especially if you're on common medications like metformin or PPIs. Iron deficiency is another common cause, and this sign often appears before the anemia becomes obvious. Add B-complex-rich foods, leafy greens, eggs, dairy, whole grains. A serum ferritin and full blood count can rule out anemia. Sign number 4, you're cold all the time. Always reaching for a sweater while everyone else is comfortable? Persistent cold sensitivity after 40 is one of the most overlooked signs of hyperthyroidism. The thyroid regulates your metabolic rate, essentially, how much heat your body generates. When it slows down, so does everything else: energy, digestion, mood, and body temperature. Studies suggest subclinical hyperthyroidism affects up to 10% of adults over 40, and the majority are undiagnosed. Ask specifically for a full thyroid panel, TSH, free T3, and free T4. A standard TSH alone often misses subclinical cases. Sign number 5, frequent muscle cramps or restless legs at night. Nighttime leg cramps or the irresistible urge to move your legs in bed. After 40, this often points to magnesium deficiency. Magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, and it's one of the most common micronutrient deficiencies in adults over 40, partly because stress depletes it rapidly, and partly because modern diets are often low in magnesium-rich foods. Low potassium and calcium can also cause cramps, but magnesium is the most common culprit and the most overlooked. Increase dark leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, and avocados. Magnesium glycinate or citrate taken at night is well tolerated and often brings noticeable results within 2 weeks. We're halfway through, and if any of these signs are hitting close to home, drop a number in the comments so far. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time. We cover this kind of science every week and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Sign number 6, brain fog or forgetting simple words. You're mid-sentence and the word just disappears. Or you walk into a room and immediately forget why. Sound familiar? After 40, this kind of cognitive friction is common, but not inevitable and not something to just accept. Common biological drivers include declining estrogen or testosterone, chronic inflammation, poor sleep quality, insulin resistance, and deficiencies in B12 and omega-3 fatty acids. Interestingly, insulin resistance in the brain, sometimes called type 3 diabetes, is now linked to early cognitive decline and is detectable well before any symptoms become serious. Track your fasting insulin alongside standard blood glucose. Prioritize sleep, DHA-rich foods, fatty fish, algae oil, and resistance training, which has the strongest evidence for brain protection after 40. Sign number 7, skin that takes longer to heal. This is the one I mentioned at the start, and it's a sign most people completely overlook. If a small cut, bruise, or blemish that used to clear up in days now takes weeks, your body is telling you something important about its healing infrastructure. After 40, collagen synthesis slows by about 1% per year. But slow healing also signals potential issues with blood sugar regulation. Elevated glucose directly impairs the immune response involved in wound repair. Zinc, vitamin C, and protein are the 3 key building blocks of tissue repair, and deficiencies in any of them show up here first. Check your HbA1c, 3-month average blood sugar. Ensure you're getting 1.2–1.6 g of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. Add vitamin C-rich foods consistently, not just as a supplement. Sign number 8, hair thinning or more hair in the drain. After 40, some hair thinning is normal, but significant or accelerating hair loss is a sign worth investigating. The most common causes beyond genetics, iron deficiency anemia, low ferritin, thyroid dysfunction, and for women specifically, the drop in estrogen during perimenopause, which shifts the hair growth cycle. High stress is also a major driver. Cortisol directly inhibits the hair growth phase and can cause diffuse thinning across the scalp. Request ferritin, not just iron. Ferritin below 70 is associated with hair loss even without anemia. Manage cortisol through sleep, movement, and stress reduction practices. Sign number 9, puffy face or swollen ankles in the morning. Waking up with a puffy face, swollen fingers, or ankles that take time to deflate isn't just a cosmetic issue, it's edema, and after 40 it's worth paying attention to. Common causes include high sodium diet, poor lymphatic circulation, declining kidney filtration efficiency, or the early signs of thyroid dysfunction. Hyperthyroidism causes a very specific type of facial puffiness called myxedema. Consistent morning ankle swelling that improves through the day can also indicate early-stage cardiovascular changes in venous return. Track whether swelling is symmetrical, both sides equally. Symmetrical usually suggests systemic causes like diet or thyroid. Asymmetrical warrants urgent attention. Reduce sodium, increase potassium, and bring it up at your next checkup. Sign number 10. Low libido or declining motivation. This last sign is one people rarely talk about, but it's one of the most telling. A significant drop in drive, sexual or otherwise, including motivation, ambition, and that general feeling of wanting to engage with life, after 40 is strongly associated with declining testosterone in both men and women. But it's rarely just hormones in isolation. Low testosterone is frequently downstream of poor sleep, chronic stress, sedentary behavior, and insulin resistance, all of which are modifiable. Dopamine pathway dysregulation from excessive screen stimulation and ultra-processed food consumption also blunts motivation in ways that are measurable but reversible. Get a full hormonal panel, total and free testosterone, DS, and cortisol. Prioritize strength training. It's the most evidence-backed natural testosterone support available. Audit your dopamine inputs. So there they are, 10 silent signs your body may be sending you right now. Here's the key message I want you to take away: none of these signs are a death sentence. Every single one of them is a data point, and data points give you options. The body is remarkably responsive when you give it what it needs. And the best time to start paying attention is before something becomes a problem. If you're over 40 and haven't had a comprehensive blood panel recently, that's your first action step. Ask your doctor for ferritin, full thyroid panel, fasting insulin, HbA1c, full blood count, and vitamin D. That suite of tests covers the majority of what we talked about today. If you found this valuable, please share it with someone you care about who's over 40. Drop in the comments which sign surprised you the most. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button now so you never miss an episode. I've got 2 videos linked right here for you, one on 5 daily habits that can add 10 years to your life, and another on what happens when you eat chia seeds every day. Both tie directly into what we covered. Pick whichever speaks to you first.